I wonder what he can make out of that weird plant. If it's like for branded, you know?
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue.
So is that the one that his dad used to have? I think it is.
From those of their hothouse cousins. But once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots
Poison.
were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
What?
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm. For only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness.
He looked like he was gonna fucking cry.
I shall
Damn.
await your return.
Is it because he knows he's gonna die or whatever on the journey? Just hit my table. Damn.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
Ah, Dion's giving us a gift.
I shall not forget this.
What is it?
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him, not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. when it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
Oh, did we just get the last two then? Because we got some from Dion and
A
Harpocrates.
stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Hmm.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about.
For real, killing a god.
It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Quest complete. A tale to tell. And it looks like we might have leveled up here. We did, so we're level 48 now. Nice. Bahamut's Mercy, that's what we got, an accessory. A gift from the very first Emperor of Sanbreque to his infant son. This ring has graced the hand of every dominant of Bahamut since. Oh. The aether it absorbed from the icon over the years, aiding the next Imperial Scion in drawing out the full potential of their bloodline. But now, the Empire lies in ruin and that bloodline is broken. So let it be with Bahamut as was always intended. Reduces Gigaflare cooldown by 6 seconds. Wow. That's huge, bro. The thing is, Gigaflare, like for me to do the combo, requires both of them to be up, Gigaflare and the Rama power. So I think I'm gonna stick with
morrow to you, my
Shiva's
friend.
being reduced instead. Ask about Dion.
I well recall.
At the time I spent at the Imperial Palace instructing the young prince on the history of our realm. He was quite unlike the other noble-born children as I had taught, not only for the keenness with which he listened, but for the earnestness of his
He
conviction
truly believed.
that it was the Empire's duty to serve the people, and was determined to study the past that he might not repeat its mistakes, which is the reason why what befell Twin Sides weighs on him heavily on his soul. He must live with the consequences, and I fear it will take more than merely time to heal such
It will
wounds.
take forgiveness.
Not from you or me, nor his countrymen, nor even from his late father. No.
From himself.
Only then might his flower bloom again.
If I may observe,
Your brother is possessed of a rare gift, and I do not mean the flames of the phoenix. Words, Clive. His findings on Ultima and the Circle of Malleus are worthy of the great Moss himself. Should he choose to devote himself to his path, I hazard he could one day become quite the historian. But not before you and he finish your own story.
history can wait.
After all, for that is what it does. Have we leveled
I have
up?
a few new notes that might
We did get
interest
some really interesting lore pieces last time. We did, we
you.
maxed
There's
Sage
a
of the
rather
Ages, or For the
fascinating excerpt
Ages.
I've been meaning to show you.
The Reverie, Sins of Zemeckis, Dominant, Fallen. Ooh, there's a couple. The Sins of Zemeckis. An incident in which the Fallen launched an assault on the Mother Crystal Zemeckis. The Fallen did this to claim its power, and in so doing so stoked the ire of Ultima himself. In response, the self-proclaimed god destroyed the crystal, so Ultima destroyed it, leaving behind both a great yawning crater and a cautionary legend that has since spread through Valistea. Wow! So the Fallen wanted to get the crystal for power, and Ultima destroyed it himself because he didn't want him to have it. Reverie. An impossibly tall tower at the center of ash that seems to pierce the very heavens. It was built by Ultima when he first arrived in Valistea. From its heights, he examined the flow of aether throughout the land, and thereby determined the optimum placement for the mother crystals. Oh! So this was for him to see where the... Like, he used it to literally see all of Valistea and be like, this is where I'm placing all the mother crystals for whatever reason. We don't know if maybe, Oh, well, it says he examined the flow of aether throughout the land, so maybe it got to suck up the most aether paws. And that's why he did it. Dominant. From those within sleep, the power of the icon of dominance are but a stepping stone, the creation of Ultima's perfect vessel mythos. When Ultima sowed the seeds of humanity, he imbued those assigned to protect each mother crystal He imbued those assigned to protect each mother crystal with an elemental affinity, a power that would amplify over the generations until the icons eventually emerge. Though the memory of their power remains even after it is absorbed into mythos, it makes an interesting toll. It takes an increasing toll upon their persons to summon it. Okay, so he imbued those assigned to protect each mother crystal with an elemental affinity. A power that would amplify over generations. So maybe Annabella, your mom, she was one of these people who got imbued with power. Because she was like, she was supposed to breed the dominant, and that's why she hated you, right? Because you didn't get the Phoenix dominant. Somehow you got the fucking Ifrit. The Fallen. An ancient civilization that thrives some 1,000 years before the present day, though no direct records of the Fallen remain, early legends in the modern corpus speak of them as the many men of Magitech. The pinnacle of those magical technology was the airship, enormous cities that soared through the skies. Comparisons of the ruins of these airships and other ancient structures connected to Ultima reveal slight but marked differences, suggesting the former is but a close copy of the latter. So the Fallen somehow got close to Ultima's tech. Alas, it seems their pursuit of Ultima's most closely guarded secrets led to their downfall, when they sent their fleet against Zemeckis and ushered in a tragedy that saw the civilization fall. Okay, so essentially, the Fallen got really close to replicating Ultima's technology and Magitech, but then they wanted to go one step further and harness the power of probably, I'm assuming, the biggest Mother Crystal, which is the one in Zemeckis that made that big crater. Ultima said, fuck no, destroyed the crystal, and apparently wiped out their entire civilization. The Ultima civilization. The ancient civilization of the godlike Ultima Collective. Their discovery of magic helped them to thrive, but came at a terrible cost. The onset of the Blight. After their cities fell and their people perished, the few survivors fled to the untouched land of Valstea to lay the groundwork for their future revival. Their apothecary beneath Phoenix Gate and the Tower of Reverie in Willowed are both relics of their civilization and far predate those of the Fallen. A Redstone. A mysterious ceramic tablet that stands in a hideaway, though it closely resembles a relic of the Fallen. The way in which it reacts to Clive's presence and urges him to unlock his hidden potential suggests some connection to Ultima. It is likely that this stone, as well as other towers of similar construction that dot on the landscape, are created by the creature before he entered his slumber, in order to aid in the perfection of his vessel, Mythos. So it's basically to help fine-tune Clive or Mythos. Obelisk, ancient technology in Ultima Collective, set in place upon the advent of Valstea in order to guide the flow of aether towards the mother crystals. Oh! So this is like, it pulls in aether and leads it to a mother crystal, that the land's life force might be harvested all the more readily. The obelisks are separate entities to the mother crystals themselves, so the latter's destruction does not affect the former's function. After Ultima cast Primogenesis, the resulting imbalance of the aether made these obelisks glow all the brighter. Oh, okay. So he made these to send aether to mother crystals, and even though the mother crystals are destroyed, they still gather aether. One does not affect the other. And once Ultima casted Primogenesis, they filled up even more with aether and they got even brighter. So basically, they're probably going to be channeled into Origin, that floating mother crystal. The children of Zemeckis. The tribe who once dwelled in the land surrounding the lost mother crystal of Zemeckis. The tribe who once dwelled in the land surrounding the lost mother crystal of Zemeckis. This mother crystal communicated directly with Origin. Oh! So Zemeckis was a direct communicator with the mother crystal Origin, from whence Ultima kept watch on the world from his slumber, and so those people who lived around it had a closer relationship with their creator than most. It was they who founded the Circle of Malleus to keep the word of their Lord and future Savior alive. After the tragedy of Zemeckis and the first fall of humanity, so the Fallen, the few survivors of children of Zemeckis fled to the outer continent, where they continued to worship their god and await the day they would join him in paradise. So, the descendants of the Zemeckis people who were around the Mother Crystal and part of the Fallen and stuff like that, they went to Willowed. And this is like, that's why it's showing fucking King Barnabas Storm, because they went to Walode and they kept up with that religion, the Circles of Malleus, which has Ultima as their god, and as we just saw in that side quest with the Undying 2, they want to be Ultima's vessels. They want to be his vessel and be freed of their own wills, because that's what Ultima deems as unholy or as a sin, having your own will as a human. So the children of Zemeckis are actually late descendants of everyone in Walode. That's pretty interesting. The Savior Myth. Among the teachings of the Circle of Malleus is a story that Lord Almighty delivered unto his children a prophecy of their future salvation before hiding himself in the heavens. A myth that lived on in many of the folk regions that would later supplant it. Though long considered to be naught but a legend, it is possible that it reflects a real historical event. Ultima's final words to his humanity before he entered hibernation deep beneath Valistea. The few remaining sources disagree on Ultima's precise wording, but on 4 points they all align. That on some future day of reckoning, the incarnation of the Lord would appear among mankind and remake the world. That the advent of this incarnation would be heralded by the emergence of several heavenly servants of great might. So maybe the icons. That the Lord's faithful should rally these servants together in order to bring the incarnation into being, and that for their loyalty they would be rewarded the greatest gladness. Maybe that's kind of like what Barnabas was doing. Remember, he had Sid, Benedicta, himself, and did he have another one? And Hugo, I think, because Benedicta was like literally and figuratively in bed with Hugo. So that's them like rallying all the icons, right? Ultima's thralls. Soulless autonoma largely composed of ether whose only motivation is to see the creator's will is done. Ultima gave them life upon first arriving in Valistea, and immediately tasked them with defending the realm's shores from any outside forces that might seek to interfere with his endeavors. The deity now employs them solely to test the strength and durability of his self-proclaimed vessel, Mythos. So first, it was to keep outside forces out, and now they're literally just to fucking throw in my way, is literally what he said. The Journal of Moss. The Annals of Moss, the chronicler, a scholar of Valistean history who unearthed many of the buried secrets of Ultima and the Circle of Malleus. Shortly after he encountered a young Hippocrates in the outer continent and inspired the boy's own pursuit of learning, Moss returned to the twins, where his long years of wandering from ruin to relic in pursuit of the vestiges of Valistea's past finally grew to a close. I'm reading this again, sorry. So basically he died.
You wish to study the tomes?
Close after,
well
at least it said, I don't know about died, but at the very least he stopped learning more, going ruin to relic and ruin, to try and find out more about Ultima and things of the god and all that. He stopped once he reached back in Valistea after basically imbuing Hippocrates' love for history and knowledge and everything that's been going on in the world. There was one thing I needed to do. It was, well, there's letters we need to read, but there was also one last bounty, and I think I'm still convinced this is not the last bounty. I think once we do this, we'll have like a double S or an S mission, right? I think. I mean, I'm not sure, but I think that would be pretty cool to have. Let's check this. All of these are X'd out, right? It's just this one. The Masterless Marauder. Trying to see where it would be here. A big B, so it's gotta be another behemoth, no? Broke free from its bonds. I mean, there's only like two places I could think of. That big pit that we saw, but we know it's got an Undertaker in it. Or maybe we have to go to the kingdom? Like the capital, right? Can we even go back there? It's this one. Verdigris or whatever? I don't think we can even go back there anymore. Because remember, it was overrun with Akashic. We crashed the Enterprise into it and everything. No, yeah, see, we can't go back. Oh my god, has it been staring me in the face this entire time? Is it him? Because I'm thinking it's gotta be a behemoth, right? Is it really just this thing that we've been like commenting on this entire time? Let's check. We can always just run away if it's not. Oh my god, it is! It was this all along! It did probably spawn in when we said it did too. Behemoth King. S rank. Yup, here we go. So it was in fact this. Wow. The 4 horsemen. Oh shit, we gotta jump. Fuck, I didn't even look. Oh my god, we're getting our asses eaten already. Oh man, here we go. No! Oh, thank goodness. Let's diamond dust him real quick. Hopefully he didn't back up too far. No, looks like we hit him. Looks like we staggered him too, which is good. Pull him down with Garuda. Topple him. This is giving time for my Cyclone to come back, which is really good here. Uppercut up. Cyclone up. Looks like we're good right now. Let's go up a little bit. That way he doesn't hit us. Yep, look at that. Perfect dodge. Just like, oh no, we're in the tornado! We almost died. We literally had like fucking 7 health, bro. Holy shit. That's what we can't go inside, I think. The tornadoes almost killed us. We didn't stagger him. There we go, now we did. Now we can hit him with bow. I cannot believe that, bro. I just used a strength tonic, so they should be doing a little bit more damage than it normally would. Damn, that didn't do anything near what we would want, you know? I mean, this is like the final bounty, essentially. I don't know if it's actually going to be the final bounty, but it might be. You gotta be careful. If he does a tornado, that thing almost instantly killed us right there, man. Dodge this. If we see a tornado forming, we have to back up right away. Rain of Fire. Whoa, that looks dope. Please dodge. Oh! Nice. We topple him here, topple him. Yes, that'll like help us get our cooldowns back up here. We got him to about half health. Almost got him the full stagger too, which is really good. Damn, fucking lightning. He's about to hit. Yep. Oh, he's about to hit again. Watch out, watch out. Ah, he got us. Well, it did 0 damage, actually. I think we might have dodged that somehow. Even though it didn't kind of look like it. Oh, we went right into him. Fuck. No! We could have staggered him right then. Idiot. Come on. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. It's a big chunk of health that we really needed. We're gonna wait to use Diamond Dust after. Still really low. Let's go ahead and pop Limit Break here. We can heal a little bit too. No! Back up, back up, back up! The tornado! Ooh! That tornado literally fucking instantly kills, bro. That thing is crazy. Let's just dodge for now. Use some magic, I guess. Okay, he's out of the tornado. We can actually attack him again. Oh my god, and he backed up like a million years. What an ass. Oh! He's just going over and over again with Apocalypse, man.
Nice try.
Let's Diamond Dust him right here, right now. It looks like he's just gonna keep doing this over and over again. We have to kill him as soon as possible, bro. Let's use the combo. Might take big damage here, but we kinda have to. can't see him. I can't even see if I'm hitting him. Come on, right here, right now. Let's go ahead and fucking limit break this too. No! Come on, he's so close. We toppled him! Let's go! You're done now, bitch! Got him! Hunter hunted! Clear the hunt board. So that was it. There was no double S. He was the last one. 20,000 experience. That's a ton. That's probably like the whole thing of the bar. A behemoth shackle and some more or a calcum.
No match for you, eh, Toggle?
He's like, you're damn right. And that was it. That was the last hunt. It was in front of our faces the entire time. Alright, now let's go check and see if Kupo will actually give us a fucking, Kupo. If Nectar will give us a, what do you call it? Nectar the Moogle will give us a gift.
You be careful up there. But if you happen to snag your britches on anything...
Alright. Will he give us anything? Little Moogle dance? About Nectar's adventures. Did I ever tell you where I came from, Kupo?
You're not from the forest.
Oh, I'm from a forest, certainly, but which forest? I don't know.
Well, which forest?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret, Kupo.
Then what were you going to tell me?
For real. Nothing. I was just making sure I hadn't said anything that I wasn't supposed to.
And if you had?
Oh my god. You don't want to know, Kupo. Yeah, he would have beat the shit out of him. He's been secret boss. That's it. He didn't give us a gift, though. What's the last missive? I kind of want to look it up right now, honestly. We might do that. We might do this just that. What the last missive is. The only thing I can think is maybe we have to talk to somebody, kind of like we had to with Jill and Tarja, to actually see what that final gift is. Ah, but I don't want to spoil. Like, what if it's something you get after the game, you know? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, here we go. The reading table. I think we have a letter or two to read. We have 3. Full again. Clive. It occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for you reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself, but now I am whole again thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall be ever in your debt, Vivian. Before we depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with Master Harpocrates, that I might embark upon this most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons, I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from an eternity of recompense. Dion. Safe returns. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I am ashamed that for far too many years, I allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pall from my heart. Perhaps upon your triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set the page that cruel I gifted you. My bad. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your first time with the Holy Prince, myself included. Of your first time with the Holy Prince. Harpocrates II. Oh, I didn't know he was a second. It doesn't look like it says Harpocrates either. What the fuck? You see that? It says like Atre something? There's a Y at the end of that first word. I don't know. Looks weird. But that's it. We've got every letter in the game. We're missing one missive. Should we look it up? Should we look up what the last missive is? I hope it's not something at the end of the game, you know? It is at the very end. It is at the very end. Solace Quill. Lordsman Harpocrates' best loved writing implement, whose ink has penned many a learned tome. It is said that the long quills of the Stolus became imbued with the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. The words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So should the day come that Clive puts down his sword and picks up the pen, he shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in the writer's block. Oh. I can't read, I'm sorry. He shall not find his one and only insurmountable enemy in writer's block. So basically, like, that won't be the one thing to stump Clive. And it is the last thing. It is the last fucking thing. I don't know, should we look it up? What is the last missive? I don't know. I don't want to know what it is. I just want to know, like, how to get it, you know? Alright, we're looking it up. Just give me a second. No! It looks like I'm not gonna get it, guys. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it next stream, but I really don't think I'm gonna get it. Apparently, the last collectible is the Circle of Malleus. Clear all Chronolith trials for the first time. And if you remember, we tried one and we lost miserably. And that one probably isn't even the hardest one. So because of this, I do not think we're going to be getting all of the collectibles. But it is the Circle of Malleus, which is pretty interesting, and I'm assuming it would go right here, right? Because it looks like, I mean, there's room right there in between the helmet and the scarf. But I'm assuming it'd go, like, right here. It'd be, like, some sort of emblem or something. But I don't know, man. I don't think we're going to be doing all the trials. That alone would add, like, 4 to 5 hours. And I really just want to finally finish the game. So with that, guys, I think that is going to be the end of today's stream. We finished every quest and bounty and side quest in the game. All that is left is to get back to their origin and make for Origin. So I think that's going to be it, guys. If you guys want to see me take on all the trials, please let me know by the next streaming session so I can heavily consider it. I doubt we're going to be taking them on, just because I really want to get through the story. It's been so long since we've played any story bits, right? I mean, we had like 15 plus side quests pop up at the end. We've done all the bounties. The last thing I want to do right now are some silly time trials. I did want to get all of the missives, but I just don't think it's going to happen, guys. I'm not out here trying to 100% the game or anything like that, you know. I'm just trying to go ahead and finish the, you know, what we could. But those things would add like 5 to 6 hours of content. I didn't very much find it fun. There's no real story development in them. All you get is the last collectible. And before I forget, I think we might actually be able to craft that last sword now. So let's do that right now. Gotterdammerung. Yeah, we got it. We got more than enough orichalcum. We got the 2 dark steel, the primitive battle horn from that goblin, and Ragnarok itself. If Ragnarok was forged to make the War of the Gods, and Gotterdammerung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same deities.
No scratches, right?
Half past Twilight. Craft the legendary sword Gotterdammerung, or however you say
Anything
it.
else?
And that was it. Did we not equip it? It didn't give us like the option to equip it, I don't think. It did. Okay. It just looks a little bit different than I guess? I don't know. It looks the same to me. Maybe just like a little bit more refined? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the last sword we had. It is the sword, right? Yeah. Gotterdammerung or whatever. But yeah, guys. That's going to be it today. Again, if you guys do want to see that, let me know before we continue with the story. If not, we're probably not going to, just being completely honest. We've already put off the story for so long, and I really want to complete it. So, unless you guys are really craving and hampering for it, let me know. But that is going to be it for Side Quest Palooza and every single side quest and bounty in the game. Thank you guys so much for joining us so far with the Final Fantasy 16 bloat content, I guess. Some of it was actually really nice, like the cutscenes with Jill, Gav. Those were fantastic. Those were awesome. The final battle was definitely tough, but we had like such good healing from doing all those weird science side quests that it really didn't bother me too much. Before I forget, let's go ahead and actually just buy the remaining like potions and stuff that I'm gonna need for the final battle, because I don't know if I'm gonna remember the next time to stream. But next time, guys, we will be having what do you call it? We will be having webcam for the finale of the game. Hopefully we can complete it tomorrow. I don't know how long this origin battle is going to be, but I doubt it will take more than 3 hours. And you know what? To commemorate the occasion, I just remembered about it. Buy a round for the hall.
Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good.
In celebration of completing every side quest.
The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw.
Yeah. Woo! 10,000, that's a lot. There you go. And with that, guys...
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
And with that, guys, that is going to be it for today's session of Final Fantasy 16. I hope you join us for the grand conclusion that will be happening either tomorrow or the day after. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm sorry about that, but stay tuned for one of those. I'll be streaming at 10 a.m. tomorrow or the day after. Make sure to set your clocks, check on the channel, and if I'm not streaming tomorrow, make sure to check out the rest of the content. We've been putting out a lot of stuff, MK news, more parts of the Final Fantasy playthrough if you haven't watched those and caught up. I'll be having the VODs up as well. A bunch of shorts have been popping up. Make sure to check all that stuff out, and thank you guys for joining us, and we'll catch you guys for the conclusion of Final Fantasy 16 next time. Take care, guys, and have a good one.